So, my bride. It's been almost 4 years since we got engaged. And to be fair, whilst it's flown by for me, it may seem like quite a protracted period in today's marital climate. As in fact we well know from Mary telling us every Sunday how many days we have to go for the last year. But to be fair, it's been a long time, and the main reason being that it took us that long to persuade immigration that Angela wasn't just in it for the passport. Which reminds me... I met Angela in my first year of university. I was sitting in David's room with his roommate Nick. Angela and Nick had met on the first day of university. And when Angela came into the room, I was sitting on the bed and I was just like, I was awestruck. There was this beautiful woman in front of me, and I was thinking, God, what am I going to say? What can I possibly say that will entice her into, talking to me a bit more and not be one of those just passing acquaintances? Luckily, I didn't have to say anything because Nick said it for me. The introduction went as follows. Hi Angela, this is Ben. He's a Muppet. Sadly, Nick can't be here today. I didn't invite him. To be fair, he did introduce us, and for that, obviously, I'm eternally grateful. After a year or two of sort of on and off relationships and stuff, we finally got together, and we were married a year later. A big thank you goes out to us. A big thank you goes out there to Ben and Kelly, who helped me to, I was going to say tricked them, to get arranging the day. That was actually very well. Angela went back to Korea to visit her family, and during that time, Ben was going through the rigmarole of the Anglican selection process. He was due to meet somebody in Savoy for a drink to talk about the interview, but unfortunately that got cancelled, and being lumbered with a bar slot, as it were, he didn't want to lose the time, and asked me and Angela to come down to actually have a look at his and Kelly's wedding photos, Ben and Kelly having been married a month or two beforehand. So off we traipsed with big bag in tow, full of Ben and Kelly's wedding paraphernalia. Of course, it was an elaborate ruse, and on arrival, I'd actually booked us a suite. How I managed to convince Dan that this whopping great packed bag was just full of ribbon and disposable cameras, I don't know. But I got you there, and that evening I proposed. What I really, really wanted to do that day was tell Angela what an incredible person she is. And when I was down on one knee with my ring, I had this huge speech planned. And I was so nervous, my tongue just went through. And it was all I could do to just say, will you marry me? To which Angela just stood dumbstruck for a little while, which was quite scary until she finally agreed. But I didn't get a chance to tell you what you mean to me then, so I'm glad I get a chance now. You're just the most incredible person I know, and waking up every morning next to you just fills me with more joy than the sun rising outside. You have linguistic talent, you have musical talent, you have passion, and you have kindness. You even have a very strange penchant for cleaning. And in fairness, all of that I wouldn't mind having as my own personality, but I'm so pleased that I now have that as a personality in you. I love you, darling. Thank you for marrying me. beautiful wife? Angela. Finally, I must make way for the best man. I'm sure he thought I'd forgotten about him. Russ, he deserves a special mention. I mean, he's been there through all of this, and the thing that is absolutely amazing is that actually he didn't let me die on my stag do, so that's really fantastic. You got me here today, and the work has been absolutely fantastic. It's sort of said that I'm supposed to do a little introduction for you, but I don't want to sort of, I suppose, double count what you're saying. So all I say is that Russ has been a really close friend of mine for many years. Don't fuck it up now.